Hi, this is Patricia Stepp with Your Inside Power, where we show you how to utilize the powers that you've already been given inside of you to create the life that you really want. I wanted to talk today about money, and if you saw the topic, it's about how to manifest things in your life. Now, you can manifest anything. You can manifest the perfect mate. You can manifest that relationship. You can manifest better health than you have. But one of the things you can also manifest is money or jobs, whatever it is that you want. I'm talking about money primarily because that's what most of my clients are interested in. They tend to want more money because, and it's not that they're hungry for money. It's just that money runs our society. We can say there are more important things than money. I totally agree with you. My relationship with my kids is so much more important than money. My relationship with my friends, with my husband, with people I love is so much more important with money. However, when I go to pay my mortgage or to pay the phone bill or the electric bill, I cannot go to those people and say, but I have this great relationship with my family. That's more important. You see, our society runs on money. It doesn't mean it's the most important thing. In fact, it shouldn't be the most important thing. People should be the most important thing because you should love people and use money, not the other way around. But in our society, as long as it is the way it is, it takes money to have us have the lifestyle we want. And here's the thing, 95% of people settle for a lot less than they could have. Whether it be that job that they could, obtain a higher position and earn more money, or whether they settle for other things. But 95% of people settle for less than what they could have. Are you one of the 95 or are you one of the 5? And that's why I'm talking about money. So you have to stay focused on what it is you want. Most people can't keep focus. When I was teaching school all through the years, I taught for several decades. And as I was teaching, I could see attention span going down. And, technology is a wonderful thing and cell phones are a wonderful thing. And I wouldn't want to go back to when we didn't have them, but they keep us from having a really good attention span because we get distracted. Ping here, a bong there, and we're totally distracted. So that very fact keeps us from having the focus that we need in order to obtain what we want. You've got to focus on what you want. Now, the first problem with that is most people don't know what they want. They think they know what they want, but they really don't because they've never taken time to stop and think about it. And that's where a coach is really good, because a coach can help you to figure out what it is that you want and can help you get to that point. So most people don't know what they want. They don't know how to focus on it. And therefore, most people don't get what they really deserve to have in life. And it's such a sad thing. I remember Bob Proctor making a statement more than once where he said, most people tiptoe through life, hoping to make it safely to death. And when their heart stops beating, it's just a mere formality. You see, they weren't alive to begin with. They were letting life pass them by. And then they finally got to that point where they were in the grave and they lost so much things that they could have had. There's a story about, getting to the pearly gates and St. Peter's there welcoming somebody. And they had this great big building in heaven. And he was showing this person around heaven. And this person kept saying, what's in that building? It's like, you don't want to see what's in there. And this person, they keep going, and he asked St. Peter again, what's in that building? And St. Peter said, you really don't want to see what's in there. And finally, the guy just badgered St. Peter so much that he finally let him in. And when he got there, he saw from floor to ceiling all these different shelves with boxes on with people's names, and they're all in alphabetic order. So he ran down to find his box, and he opened it, and he's looking at things, and he says to St. Peter, I don't understand what is in this box. And St. Peter looked at him and said, those are the gifts God wanted to give you, but you never asked. You see, if we don't ask, how are we going to get the gifts that we're supposed to have? When we get an idea or we have something that we would like, we are also given the capabilities of getting it. Most time what we do is say, oh, it's not possible. We allow our limiting beliefs to come in and stop us at the very moment when you're given an idea to soar. Well, I got a little off my topic today, but going back to this, what happens is most people will talk about something or think about something they want, and then they speak negative, but there's limiting beliefs saying, oh, it can't happen. Or they'll discourage somebody else that has this really big ambition. You know, I was just talking to a lady this morning, and I was telling her about my son. And, you know, if you haven't heard my story about my son, please go back and listen to it. And I was saying that, you know, even though inside of me, I did not believe he could accomplish his goal, he never knew that. I never discouraged him at all. I encouraged him. I allowed him to live in this little fantasy land of his as to what this goal was. And thank goodness I did, because had I tried to point out how unrealistic I thought his goal was, he'd have never gotten his scholarship. And I'd have stolen his dream. How many dreams do we steal from others, particularly our children?